The market starts to sell, support starts to break. Is it game over for the bulls? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the same theme we've been talking about for several weeks, and that is as long as we're above support, pressure remains up. But if support breaks, expect accelerated selling to the downside, and that's what we saw. In the overnight, support started to break, and selling, especially in the tech space, accelerated quickly to the downside. Now the question is, how far can they go? I'll get into that in just one second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. Highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, I do laugh at the haters in the comments that want to tell me I don't know what I'm doing. Elliott Wave doesn't work, and you can't make any money. As you can see on the screen, we make plenty of money trading the way we do. And these videos are a snapshot in time. They are simply an update for that day. It's not how we're trading or what we're trading. It's just what we expect the market to do and what the key levels are. So if you want to be part of a winning team like ours, feel free to stay tuned till later in the video. For now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And I did say that we had a nice little setup for a 1, 2, 1, 2, and if they could accelerate to the downside, that would be pretty strong, and that's exactly what we saw. So far, it does look like we have the potential for a 5-wave structure here, where this is 3, 4, and 5. But it's also possible we are extending in 3, as it is getting quite deep on this move. And if we are extending in 3, we would look for them to continue to push down. The next target's 45.52, slightly lower, and then 45.31, which would break this support we've talked about at 45.44. So the ES is lagging a little bit as far as breaking support. It did break this upper level of support we talked about, and now it is pushing down, has pushed down into this next level of support, and we'll see if they can push through that area there. If they do, the next level after that is this 45.30 area, and that would accelerate the ES selling. So just like we saw, and we'll see on the NASDAQ chart, once it breaks support, it accelerates to the next support area, and then if it breaks that, it accelerates again. So this is the next major support at 45.30. Below that, and we can start to see some acceleration to the downside. As of right now, it's too soon to tell if we're fully impulsive or corrective in this pullback, and even if it's going to be a full-sized pullback like we're expecting. But it is a strong start to the downside and did break support, and so that is a very strong signal in that regard. One thing we could see is, since we do have a potential 5 down here, here are the 2 options we'd be looking for. First, they can hold here as a potential wave 4, where this wave 3 would slide up. You get wave 4 and then push higher. At this point, given the other charts, I don't think that that's necessarily going to happen, but it is something you need to keep an eye on. But most likely, what would happen in a bounce is, since we are down here at around the potential 5-wave mark, we would look for an ABC move back into the 45.83 to 45.89 area, and then we'd look for the next move down from there. So if they are not going to continue down tomorrow, this is the type of move we would look for, and then a pullback and start to break down from there, where they would start attacking the next support levels. And that would be a wave 3 of a bigger wave 1, and that would mean an accelerated move to the downside anyway. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, on the NASDAQ, we have a much different story. The NASDAQ came down and broke its first level of support, which started the selling here. They came back down, and then once they broke this level of support, they started accelerating again and really haven't looked back yet. They haven't had much of a bounce or anything after that. So in the NASDAQ, we have a much cleaner count, where we have a 1, 2, and because of the depth of this move, I think we're still in wave 3, okay, and then we'd have 4 and 5 to the downside. And we may still be in 3 of 3, because I don't even see a solid wave 4 of 3 yet. So that if they continue to extend in 3, there's nothing really to hold them up until they get down here around the 15,346 area. And then really big support down here at 15,100. If they break this support down here at 15,100, then that is a really strong sign we're getting the bigger pullback in either the bullish count, where we get a deeper wave 4, or the bearish count, where we go much, much lower. It will just depend on how the structure fills out for the rest of the move down. But that's what we're looking at. Not a lot to hold them up here because of how the NASDAQ moved. So their next support level, again, is down here around this 15,342 area, and then 15,100 is a very big area with this support here. So through this area is a very strong sign that we're going to have we're in the bigger pullback. To the upside, I do think we still need a 4-5 at a minimum. That would target 15,406 as the next fib down. And if we get that and they do want to bounce, we would look for an ABC up. And that ABC up would target around the 15,800 to 860 area. And then we'd look for a move down from there. So bullish pattern can still bounce up into that 15,800 to 860 area and then come down. If they're going to try to bounce tomorrow, that's what we would look for. It's unlikely now because we broke this wave 4 support that this can be a wave 4. So you don't want to slide this 3 up and this 4 over because of how much it has pulled back. So that is an unlikely scenario that this would come down to here and then just go back up and make one more high and come down. So if they do bounce, we would expect them to hold that 15,800 to 860 area. Guys, if you love the information that I give out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will take you right over to the webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans. Both of them come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there, become part of our trading team, and make sure you love it before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners course. It can be purchased a la carte here for $67. And it is 25 videos where I go over mindset, chart setup and tools, and then all of the Elliott waves, how they work, what their targets are, what can make you understand this market so you have the targets, you understand the turns, you understand finally how the market works instead of trying to decipher the news cycle. The really cool thing about it is if you don't want to pay the $67, it is included in both monthly plans. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months. So we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are interested in day trading as well as individual stocks, check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as day trading, individual stocks, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you kind of have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account to a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. Key takeaways for today. We're looking for ES to potentially finish a 5th down, a 4 and a 5 to complete this move down. If they already have, which could be right here, this is about as deep as you could extend this wave before it's considered wave 3 again. You would look for this ABC up into that 45.83 to 89 area. But they can extend, and if they break support, that does accelerate selling. So please keep that in mind, that as the market moves down and continues to break support, they will accelerate to the next level, especially off of the extension and overbought status we were in. Over on the NASDAQ, same type of setup. We have support broken in 2 levels, the upper level and the middle level here. Next is that 15,100 level that is really critical. There's some little support in between that, but this 15,100 level, very critical for them to break through. If they do that, then it's very likely we are in either the wave 4 bullish pullback or the impulsive bearish pullback. Guys, it's the weekend. Grab yourself a drink, enjoy your family, get away from the computer, have some fun, and I will talk to you next week.